Welcome to the course navigation tutorial for online summer school with the Agua Fria District. You will be using a learning management system called Classroom Systems Connector to access your summer school coursework from home. The website is coldwater.aguafria.org:7711/login. Your login will be your first initial, then your last name, then the 5 digits of your school ID. If you have 2 last names, only the first name is used. For example, if your name is Jessica Sanchez Hernandez, your login will be J Sanchez, followed by the 5 digits of your school ID. Your password is Summer 2014. For this tutorial, we will be using a sample student login. Enter the username and password. Click on the Login button and you will be taken to the connector screen. When you first log in, messages may appear. Please take time to read any messages you see as they may contain important information. Messages may come from the summer school principal, your advisor teacher, or the teacher for your specific course. You may reply to the message if needed by clicking on the reply button or mark it as read. You can also send a message to any one of these people by clicking on the Send Message link. For this message, we'll click Mark Read and then the Continue Working button. This will take you to a screen where you will see the classes that you will be taking in summer school. You will also see the name of your advisor teacher, who will be Mr. Lotz or Ms. Hobel. They will be at the Online Support Center to provide math and English tutoring as well as support for all other classes. You will see the number of lessons that you need to complete in each class over the next 6 weeks. If you divide the number of lessons by 6, you will have an idea of how many lessons you should complete each week in order to be finished by July 18th. You may work at your own pace, but you must be finished with half of the lessons in each course by June 27th, or the course will be dropped and you will not be able to receive credit. You are encouraged to complete the class as soon as you can. The progress bar to the right of each course shows if you are on track to finish by the end of the summer term. The bar will be green if you are on track, yellow if you are falling behind, and red if you are severely behind and unlikely to complete in time. You will also be able to see your cumulative grade on the course from this screen as you work through the lessons. To work on a class, you will click on the link marked Work on this course next to the pencil icon. When you click this button, a new tab should open on the A+ Anywhere Learning System login page. You will need to re-enter your login and password on this screen, and then click on the right arrow in order to access your classes. From this screen, you need to click on the Lessons icon, and it will show the 1 or 2 classes that you are registered for. Click on the class and then click on the right arrow, and now you will now see the lessons that you need to complete. You will need to complete the lessons in the order that they are shown. The first lesson is always the notes lesson. For the notes lesson, you will click on the essay button towards the bottom of the screen. From this screen, icons that are grayed out are not part of the used in the lesson, or they're not accessible to you because you must complete the action or activity prior to that button. We click on the essay button, the A+ Notes lesson will come up. Please read the directions on the screen and then you will type the phrase into the box. Then you will click on the Save icon to the left of the screen. When you are done, click on the X in the upper left-hand corner to exit the lesson screen and return to the lesson selection screen. Your teacher will eventually enter a grade for the notes that you took for your course for this lesson, which remember is 10% of your overall grade. Click on the X to return to the assignment selection and click on your first lesson and the right button. For each lesson, you are required to spend a minimum of 5 minutes in the study portion of the lesson. This is where you will be presented with the material you'll need to learn, and this is where you will take notes. Each lesson page will contain next or right arrow buttons, either in the lesson or on the bar to the left of the screen, that you can move through the lesson in order. Make sure to write down words which appear in bold or colored text, as they are usually vocabulary words or important information. Also be sure to write down important key facts, equations, and sample problems. If there are questions in the lesson, you can answer them to yourself or write the answers down in your notes. Lessons may contain links to videos or other web pages or graphics. Please make sure to watch and read everything in the lesson. When you reach the end of the lesson, click the X in the upper left-hand corner. Remember, you must spend a minimum of 5 minutes in the study portion of each lesson. If you need a notebook to take notes, you may pick one up for free from the Support Center during the hours it is open until the supply runs out. After the study portion, you will take a short practice test. Practice tests are not graded, but they will give you a chance to practice before your graded mastery test. You are required to go through the practice test before you can take the mastery test. Your mastery test will consist of 10 multiple choice questions. You will have 2 chances to earn a passing score of 80% or higher. You are allowed to use your notes on your mastery tests. If you do not reach the 80% score after the second try, you will be blocked, and your advisor will need to either accept your lower score or reassign the lesson so that you can try again. Your advisor will monitor your performance periodically and take care of any blocked students. However, you may need to send a message to your advisor teacher using the Send Message link and connector, or you may email the summer school coordinator if you are not unblocked within a reasonable period of time. If you are blocked, you may be able to proceed a little farther into the course, but you will eventually be unable to continue working until your advisor unblocks you. If you are not active in the system after 15 minutes, you will automatically be logged off, and you will need to log back into the system. All your work is saved with the exception of essays, and you will return to the same point you were when you were logged off. Some of the lessons, of course including your English classes, will be essays, some of which have several parts. Make sure to read the directions carefully for your essays and message your teacher if you need some help working on the essays. Be sure to save your lesson frequently while working on longer essays, as the system does not save these if you are automatically logged off, and it does not see your time spent typing on an essay as being actively working on a lesson. If you have a longer essay to work on, you may prefer to type the essay into Word and then cut and paste your essay into the appropriate box in your lesson. Your class teacher will grade your essays based on how well you answered the prompt, organization of ideas, and your spelling and grammar. You'll be able to see your grades on essays and your other lessons by going to Connector and clicking on the name of the course instead of the phrase, "Work on this course." This screen will come up, and you will be able to see your score on each lesson. Your teacher will enter your score for your notes next to A+ notes, and they enter any essay question grades here that you'll be able to see them on this screen. If you're unhappy with a score that you receive on an essay or on your mastery test, you can message the teacher and ask to have it reset so you can try again. Bear in mind, however, you need to move through your lessons fast enough to complete the material by the end of the summer term. Make sure to contact the Support Center to reserve a time to take your final exam as soon as you have finished the last lesson in your course. You should take your final as soon as possible, since there are many students enrolled in online summer school and a limited number of computers are available at the Support Center to take your final. Waiting until the last day may mean you'll have to take whatever time is available. Remember that you are allotted 90 minutes for each final exam, and make sure to bring your notes with you the day of the final. You may use your notes on the final exam, and then you will turn in your notebook to the advisor teacher for a grade after the final is complete. The Support Center is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 11:30 if you need tutoring or help. If you would like to check out a laptop for use during the summer term, please stop by the Support Center starting on June 9th. The number of laptops is limited, and they are available on a first-come, first-served basis. You will need to bring a school ID or a driver's license, and there is a contract that must have a parent's signature before the laptop can be checked out. We wish you good luck in your summer coursework. Remember, you will not be able to log in or work on your courses until the morning of June the 9th. Please do not hesitate to email, call, or simply stop by the Support Center if you have any questions. We are here to help you successfully recover your credits. Please save this video in case you have problems or questions later to refer to. Thank you and have a wonderful summer.